Brooklyn kid with a fire stance, leaning mean in a desert dance, hardened eyes and a steady hand, the toughest man across the land. He stood his ground with the Dragon King, fists of fury let the knuckles ring, a master of the silver screen, the coolest cat we've ever seen. He was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away, blue eyes in the gray. He was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away. Wearing the badge in a haunted town, never let the nightmare drag him down. From the canyon to the island shore, he always came back asking for more. A gentleman with a dangerous streak, he gave a voice to the brave and weak. Through every frame and every part, he left a mark upon the heart. He was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away, blue eyes in the gray. He was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away. From the western sun to the dark of night, he never backed out of a fight. 1,000 roads, 1,000 lives, the legend rose, the word survives. I was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away, blue eyes in the gray. He was the man of steel, the real deal. John Saxon rides away.
So, good evening. Yes, world record 3 minutes, Sonic, for that one. But when you've done over 200 films and television, you're going to have a lot of posters. But we'll start that later. But this is to celebrate John Saxon. Let's get me out of the way. There he is, bless him. Born August 5th, 1936 in Brooklyn, New York. Died July 25th, 2020 in Tennessee of pneumonia. Now, his real name or birth name was Carmine Orico, something like that. But yes, we all know him as the legend that is John Saxon, of course. The guy did so many different genres. We'll see which is your favorites tonight. He did them all, as we'll find out in a minute. So let's say hello to everyone. Hello, Davey. Hello, Tom. See, only here for Hands of Steel. That shows the level we're at. Yes, I wish I could play the sax. Trying to bring it back. Good evening, Stacey. It's going to be a long one. Yep, see? Worth it for the one and only Mr. Roper, exactly. That's probably where I first saw him, as Enter the Dragon. And then, of course, other stuff. He did like to work. So, yeah. Because I think IMDb had him credited. Because that's very trustworthy. Let's have a look. Yeah, 197 credits as actor, one as director, which we'll find out tonight. Right. Yep. Roper and Enter the Dragon. See, most people, I think, know him originally from that. Good evening, Andy. Mike's here. He's supposed to be working on the quiz, which is coming up on Sunday. Matters with here, of course. The only parent Freddy Krueger respected. Good evening, Fazooks. Ian, yeah. The guy was a stalwart of cult cinema. Exactly. If you saw that list at the beginning, that's what we're going through tonight. He was working up until 2017. He did do a lot of comic cons and such. So if you did meet him, let me know. I've only got 3 VHS, 1 DVD, 1 Blu-ray, and a book, and some comic books, the making of. Posters coming up tomorrow. Yes, Batman 89 tomorrow night with Stephen. 3 Elm Street films, of course. I have seen My Mom's a Werewolf. I didn't enjoy it, and I don't remember John Saxon in it. Yes, the last time I did one of these, I had to split it in 2. So that's what we're going to crack on tonight and ignore your comments. Oh, good, he's working on the quiz. Good evening, Kenneth. Mr. Saxon made a lot of Italian movies. Yes, I will be struggling with title names tonight. Right, so we got a couple of interviews which are bookending this. And can you guess who's doing the interviews of Mr. Saxon? So let's move me out of the way. I don't know, is that up there? Something.
John Saxon, I know that you play a doctor in The Bold Ones.
Surgeon.
What kind of a person, what kind of a character is he?
Well, that's a little difficult, actually. We've just begun filming. We've done 1 episode so far. We're on our 2nd. And I hesitate to say because these things kind of evolve, you know, as you work. You just sort of not decide, but it just kind of comes out of your pores as to what kind of a character he is. He's a surgeon. He's chief of surgery at the Institute, which E.G. Marsh was the head of. So he's obviously a bright, someone very, very well respected in his field. I think it is intended that he be not exactly temperamental, but a little on the firebrand side, a little, you know, a little hot-headed, I suppose, in some respects. But we'll see if that really fits. I don't know.
John, were you at all hesitant about going into a series?
No, not this one. I have been in the past, but this is rather ideal. 8 episodes for the first season. The material is intelligent, literate. Cast is terrific. So it's just fine. Just fine.
Had you ever worked with E.G. Marshall before?
No, never met him until we began shooting. And I'm just thrilled because I think he's an actor. He's an actor's actor. I hope to, and I'll kick myself if I don't, come out of the series having learned something from him.
He was telling me about some of the subjects that will be dealt with in The Bold Ones, the doctor episodes, and that it will deal with many of the new things coming along in medicine. Now, I find this terribly exciting.
So do I. So do I. I tell you, last Friday, after working, we did a surgical scene, an operation scene, and it lasted for hours. You know, we had technicians from UCLA Medical Center actually helping in the scene. I went home, I was 3 feet off the ground, and I suddenly said, hey, I was so excited about doing that scene. I was really thrilled. I put on the television, and Dennis Cooley was being interviewed on a program, and Dennis Cooley was talking about the very subjects that we had just got through discussing in our show. The question of the definition of death. There was 1 or 2 other topics that he dealt on that were interesting to him and the guy who was interviewing him that are the subject of our shows. So we've got material that's current, exciting, and I hope we do it justice because we've got a good chance to be something very interesting.
Do you think that there will be a tendency on the parts of some critics or reviewers to want to draw comparisons with past doctor series?
Well, I think it's inevitable at the beginning, you know, but I really think that we've got something quite our own, and we'll manage our own show. That'll be interesting.
John, was there ever a time in your life, maybe even early life, when you
thought of being a doctor?
Yes.
No,
you read me too well.
No, I never have. Never have.
Was it always acting that you wanted?
Well, since the time of high school. I started studying acting when I was about 16 years old. I really haven't had a chance to think about anything else except recently. Done a little writing, things like that. But I'm an actor. That's about it.
John, I know that you were in The Cardinal, which was directed by Otto Preminger. And
one of my favorite people.
Is he really?
Yeah, I love him in his way. And yeah, he's quite a character. You probably interviewed him sometime, haven't
yes,
you?
I have, John, and only one time was I on his set. And you know, John, he had me so terrified that I was afraid to click my ballpoint pen. I was afraid he'd say, "Who made that noise?" You know.
Well, he does say things like that. He does. But he generally treats people who, the press, reporters, television, very, very nicely. And the actors often come in for it. But I really like him anyway. I consider him quite a showman.
When you work with him, do you feel that you can do your best work? Because many actors say they can't work with him.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I could do my best, but I think it's a challenge working with Otto. You learn a lesson.
You learn discipline, I know that for sure.
If you need to learn a lesson, you learn it.
John, it's been nice having this chance to talk with you today here in Hollywood, and we wish you every success with The Bold Ones.
Thank you very much. Whoops.
So yeah, there you go. We won't be covering TV series because he's just got as many credits as film credits. So that was The Bold Ones, The New Doctors, a TV show from 1969 to 72, where he was in 29 episodes. Yes, he was. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to edit this so I can see the chat a little better there. Right. Okay. That helps anyway. But anyway, so yeah, we're ignoring TV shows. I'll mention them, but this first film is not this. He was boy watching Argument in Park in 1954's It Should Happen to You. He was in A Star Is Born from 54, where he was the movie premiere usher. He was in Medic in 1955, one episode, and then we get to his first film, Teenage Tough and Tempted, Running Wild. So let's have a look at that for a start. He was Vince Pomeroy. He was quite high in the cast. It's a young Ruffy Cock goes undercover to bust up an auto theft ring run by juvenile delinquents. If that's your thing. Got William Campbell, Mamie Von Doren, Keenan Wynn, and Kathleen Case is in that. But I don't think I've seen it. There you go. He was in Day of the Robot TV series episode. Yeah. I think that'll be coming up, if I remember. Certainly looks like a doctor. Yes, it does. More than some of the other things that are coming up. So, then, let's see. Press that. What do we got next? With Esther Williams in The Unguarded Moment and its shocking aftermath in color, or Technicolor. So, that is from 1956. A beautiful teacher is protective of a high school boy who sexually harassed her, and later he becomes a murder suspect. So yes, he's Leonard Bennett, which I don't know if he's the kid, but most of these until the 70s I haven't seen or heard of. So someone who watches these, where's Mike when I need him? The other Mike. But that is The Unguarded Moment. Then we get to Rock Pretty Baby. Nice to see he's got his name on the poster. It's got Fay Ray as well in a small part, as it looks like. So Rock Pretty Babies from 1956. Jim Daly and Angelo Bellato are teenage members of a band who learn of a contest that they will believe will bring them fame. Jimmy must fight the opposition of his father and the feelings for the lovely Joan. So he plays Jimmy Daly. So he's where is he in there? He's the guy with all the hair, I guess. But there we go. One of those beach party films. But another one I know nothing about. But let's crack on to the ones we do know. And we get This Happy Feeling. with Mary Astor is in there, Debbie Reynolds, Kurt Jurgens, and there he is there on the poster in the middle. You can actually see sort of his face. Always a bit of a Jack Nicholson look to him. Oh, here we go. This one's got a long one. Jimmy Daly, son of Arthur, it might be. On a stormy night, a young woman asks another guest at a party to rescue her from her lecherous boss and take her to the train station. After her rescuer suggests that she stop at his place and get out of her wet clothes, he dashes from his car. The door she knocks on for help at the home of a retired actor, and there she spends the rest of the night. This is a Blake Edwards film, apparently, from 1958. I did not know how early he was doing stuff. So, yeah, Debbie Reynolds is Janet. Kurt is the Preston who visits it. I'm guessing John Saxon was the guy that dropped her off. And so let's see. It's not funny. It's insulting, apparently. So there you go. Yes, Debbie Reynolds. I can't think of a film I know her in, but yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff comes up more like this. My Six Loves, The List of Adrian Messenger, The Pleasure of His Company, all sound like porn films, but they're all like PG happy time films. Right, let's see what next. It's not summer loving, it's summer love. Those rock pretty baby kids are back. So Fay Wray again. John Saxon headlining this one. Yes. He had good hair back then. Very important. See, this is in the way again. Hang on, let's get this out of the way. There we go. Too many comments. Right. One reason I've heard of Deborah Reynolds is because she gets mentioned in The Exorcist. Of course, that's it. So a neighborhood rock band gets a job playing at a summer camp, and hilarity ensues, I'm sure. So yes, it is a sequel of Carry On of the franchise, with John Saxon back as Jimmy Daly. There's probably a load of famous people in it, but I'm too ignorant to know who they are. Troy Donahue is in there. I heard him from The Grease. Look at you, Troy Donahue. This is a little too infernally. The Spy. Let me, Kurt Jurgens. I'm trying to think where I recognize him from. Thank you, Davey. Oh, Debbie Reynolds was in The Affairs of Dobie Gillis. There we go. What was the one he did on the beach with some fella on a motorbike? Yes. Either Blood Beach or Nightmare Beach. Because, yeah, Nightmare Beach is the one with the motorcyclist with the dark helmet, as it were. So there we go. That is Summer of Love, or Summer of Love, sorry. It's not a patch on Cliff Richards. Right, then we get to The Reluctant Debutante, which is from 1958. So he was, yeah, so far we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 films in 1958 he did. Yeah, it does look like the Shannon Sunday of it here, definitely. Well, we'll wait till we get to Savage Beach, then you'll learn. So this one's got Angela Lansbury. I don't know if she's on the poster, but it's got John Saxon and Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee. Rex Harrison and Kay Kendall. But we're not mentioning Angela Lansbury in the hot tub again. So this is The Reluctant Debutante. While visiting her father, an American teenage girl is thrown into London society during its debutante season. I didn't know we had one. But yes, let's have a look at John Saxon and Sandra Dee might be the leads. But there we go. I'm sure we're all going to be cracking to watch that one. Thank you, Thomas. The Restless Years. More Sandra Dee and John Saxon. The Story of a Town with a Dirty Mind. Ooh, this one's in CinemaScope as well. So this is The Restless Years, or is it known as The Wonderful Years, or is it, have I just got my posters mixed up? Because a lot of his films do have multiple names, which is going to throw me right out. So look, The Wonderful Years. Yes, it's the same film. High school life and their producers of moral values in small town USA during the 50s. Directed by Helmut Kutter. So yes, John Saxon is the lead in this one. But I don't know why. So this is Sandra Dee's first leading role. But yeah, it's also known as The Restless Years. It's called, what did I call it here? The Wonderful Years. So, but originally it was Restless Years, so they obviously changed it. Obviously, very offensive. James Whitmore from Shawshank. I saw his picture there. I thought, where do I know him from? Yes, the old man from Shawshank. That, yeah. Right, then we get The Big Fisherman. Not sure what this is about. Got Howard Keel, was it Seven Brides or Seven Brothers? Herbert Lom from the Pink Panther series. So this is exploring the life of Peter from being a successor. About the Jack Daniels here. From being a successful fisherman to becoming a follower of Jesus Christ and being dependent on Jesus Christ. But there we go. And so this is the beginning of different times where John Saxon's Prince Voldy. I think that might be his picture in there, that little drawing of him, because as we'll find out in a minute, he has appeared in nearly 200 roles in movies and television. In a more than half a century long career stretched over 7 decades, he made his debut, as we've seen. But yes, he was discovered by talent agent Henry Wilson, the man most famous for creating and representing Rock Hudson, as well as a stable of beefcake male stars and starlets, who signed him up after he saw Saxon's picture on the cover of a magazine. Wilson brought the 16-year-old to Southern California. This is getting dark already. Where he changed his name to John Saxon and launched his career. He made his television debut in Richard Boone's Medic. We've seen this. And fluent in Italian. We'll get to that period in a minute. But in less politically correct times, many Italian Americans with dark complexion would like to play on Mexicans, Native Americans, and other exotic types like Mongols, with Saxon playing everything from an Indian chief from Bonanza to Marco Polo in the Time Tunnel. It's not blessed. Are you retarded? Right. Okay. So that is The Big Fisherman. It's not it's 3 hours long as well. So if you fancy that one. Oh, there we go. Then we get to more of his thriller roles, I'm going to guess. With Linda Christel, not whatever her name is. I was trying to think of from Emmanuel. Sylvia Christel. So this is Cry Tough. A Puerto Rican ex-con tries to go straight, but is tempted back to his old life by his former gang. So this is John Saxon headlining this one as Miguel Antonio Enrico Francisco. And then Linda is Sarita. There you go. So there's lots of people with pictures that I should know who these people are, but I don't, so I apologize. Let's have a look what's next. Unforgiven, not the Clint Eastwood one. This is a Burt Lancaster Audrey Hepburn film. ... I think no, it's just directed by John Huston. But if I let's have a look at that. So we are now into the 60s. So this is 1960, where he has 3 films, and we start getting into the Western and war films. So The Unforgiven, it's 2 hours and 5 minutes, directed by John Huston. And the neighbors of a frontier family turn on them when it's suspected their adopted daughter was stolen by the local Kiowa tribe. Oh, there you go. Yes. The Unforgiven for Eastwood. No, it's just forgiven. Yes, Burt and Audrey, what a treat. But yeah, so that is, what has it got? Burt Lancaster, Audie Murphy, L.G. Hepburn, John Saxon, Lillian Gish. Names I know. Probably a lot of others. Doug McClure is in it as well, so there you go. That's a bonus. Dr. No is in it, Joseph Wiseman. But there you go. Serious stuff, I think. So that's The Unforgiven. Yeah, it's hard to imagine making a film like this now, exactly. Then we get a Portrait in Black with Lana Turner, Anthony Quinn, Sandra Dee again, and the Nolan sisters, probably. After repressed wealthy Sheila Cabot and her physician lover, Dr. Riviera, David Riviera murder her cruel invalid husband, Matthew. They are targeted by someone who is aware of their crime. So, directed by Michael Gordon. So, Anthony Quinn is Dr. David Nickett Riviera, and John Saxon is Blake. Ray Walston's Cobb. Can't remember. He's played an old man in lots of 80s stuff. But there we go. Right. I want... Well spotted. Oh, Sandra D was controversial. Do tell. Tell that bomber to get out of here. Right. Let's have a look at the next one. The Plunderers. So yes, more westerns. But trying to work out what that poster is. It's making a shape. I don't think it is. Yeah, Sandra D is in everything. Right. After 4 rowdy cowhands ride into a small town and make trouble, no one seems willing or able to take them on. Not even Sam Christie, the toughest man in town. But then there is a murder. So who? Oh, John Saxon is Rondo. With who was the toughest man in town? Sam Christie is played by Jeff Chandler. That's about all we can say about that. Yeah, Jeff unfortunately was working, otherwise he would have joined me on this, because there's a lot of westerns and there's a lot of Italian Euro crime. There's a lot of Italian horrors. But yeah. Oh, she was very naughty. She was very naughty in the Hollywood back room. That's normally someone else being naughty with her. But yeah, there we go. That's the Plunderer. I was the Plunderer. Right. Then we get to Posse from Hell. Stain's Posse from Hell, is it? No. So you got Vic Morrow. Oh, so I saw Ramsey. I thought it was the Goonies lady Ramsey. But this is Banner Cole is a tough sheriff's deputy who forms a small posse in order to go after 4 death cell escapees who killed the sheriff, along with 3 other men, and kidnapped a woman with the rape in mind. Eurotrash. Okay, Posse from Hell with, let's have a look. Audie Murphy. I think he's a Western person as far as I know. Vic Morrow, unfortunately passed away with an accident. John Saxon as Seymour Kern. I have an episode of Eurotrash. I cannot show it. I think A, it's copyrighted, and B, it's problematic. Yeah, it does look like Yulbrunner. I don't know what Blue Steel he's doing there, but let's have a look. I think let's check. I haven't missed any TV shows. No, he hasn't gone back to TV yet. He goes after Posse from Hell. He goes to General Electric Theatre and the Dick Powell Show. He did an episode of those. Then he goes into War Hunt. Yes, he does look like Republic. It happened on a raging battlefield, but he could have been a murderer stalking a city's streets. So War Hunt is dispatched to the front lines of Korean War. An idealistic soldier discovers the horrors of combat and comes at odds with a psychopathic member of his platoon. It does have Sidney Pollack in its cast. I don't, because there's no names. I don't know if Saxon's the good guy or the bad guy, but Sidney Pollack's acting in this one. Tom Skerritt's in it, must be very young. Robert Redford's in it. Francis Ford Coppola is in it as an army truck driver, uncredited. Yes, Posse from Hell, they're all wearing tailored suits. It does look like a specky game. But yeah, Jazz Rignall will be here, or I'll be recording with Jazz Rignall on Friday night at 5 p.m. We're going to be just looking at 80s video games based on movies. It's going to be a lot of fun for me and him. Not you, because you couldn't to see it until later. Right, so there we go. Let's see what we got next. We got comedies. I think we got Italian stuff coming up. Yeah, still in the early 60s here. There you go. This is Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation. And there's John Saxon just below where it says Fabian. I don't know who Fabian is. Jimmy takes a vacation. I'd like to, you see, but it was Bill. So, Mr. Hobbs, even though he's called Yeah, Mr. Hobbs wants to spend a quiet holiday at the beach, but his wife has invited all the families to stay with him. And hilarity resumes. Maureen O'Hara as Peggy Hobbs. Fabian is apparently an actor. There's Laurie Peters, and she looks familiar. Let me just have a look. John Saxon as Byron Grant. So it doesn't look like he's a relation. Must be by marriage. But Laurie Peters is known for Summer Holiday, of course, with Cliff Richard. That's where I know her from. War Hunt was remade with Ricky Moore, was it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think they were just, they were just picking names out of the fucking hat, weren't they? Like Bowie lyrics. So then we get, still in cinema. We'll go to the 70s and hey, Sean. So we get to, a sexy one. Almost, I can see her thighs. But Dio, I can never pronounce it. Dio de Laurentiis with Ingrid Thulin. So already you know. Okay. Agnostino is a 13-year-old boy on vacation in Venice with his widowed mother when a local stud seduces her. Someone's fucked up. Not me this time. Agnostino is a 13-year-old boy on vacation in Venice with his widowed mother when the local stud seduces her. Oh, must be his mum. Agnito joins a local group of juvenile delinquents out to protest. They force him to face his budding sexuality. Yeah. Got to read the whole sentence. It helps. But John Saxon is quite down the list in this one. I think, was it probably filmed in Italy? Like I said, he's fluent in Italian. Yeah, so filmed in Italy. There we go. sorry, yes, he is showing a lot of ankle. Apologies if you're offended. Oh, Ingrid did the classic Return from the Ashes. Hot, of course. Someone went to our college to learn how to draw seagulls like that. That's how I draw birds. Right, let's just check this. Right, we're good to go. Let's have a look. Her name's Ingrid. You know she's a goer. Right, then we get, as this is first horror, I think that's supposed to be him at the top left. I think it might be another Italian horror. Yes, the original title is La ragazza che sapeva troppo. Scotcho. A mystery novel-loving American tourist witnesses a murder in Rome and soon finds herself and her suitor caught up in a series of killings. It is a Mario Bava film from 1963. I think it's in black and white, but look at these pictures and video. Yeah, John Saxon is Dr. Marcello Bassi, with a lot of Italian people who I'm not going to embarrass them or me with their names. But Mario Bava is uncredited as Uncle Augusto. But there we go. Does anyone know this? Have we got to anyone any names here that we know? But that's the evil eye. That's it, Jack D. Thank you. That's what. Oh man, we had a teacher at school called Evil Eye McKay, French teacher who's dead. Death's day if you weren't paying attention. Letitia Fort Cantley and the man from Uncle. There you go. Right. So that is where are we? The girl. Oh, this is also known as the girl who knew too much. In case you didn't know that. So yeah, we start getting into the dual names a lot sooner than I thought. Then we've got The Cardinal, which is the film they were talking about earlier. So this is from director. 2 and 3 hours. Okay. From Otto Preminger, starring it's got Tom Tyrone, John Huston, Romy Schneider, Dorothy Gish, John Saxon way down as Benny Rampel. And is it films in Italy? Something like I hate it when it has to load and they go down. Oh no, it was filmed in Massachusetts. Okay, so a young Catholic priest from Boston confronts bigotry, Nazism, and personal conflicts as he tries to rises to the office of cardinal. Oh, there's a lot better. Wait till you see Joe Kidd poster. Right. They ordered too much orange, had to get rid of it. Exactly. Why not use it on the poster? Because I don't know if that guy in the E is Ah, there you go. Otto Peringer War Drama Good Watch. There you go. Good thing I'm not printing this out tonight. Right. So where do we get to? That is the Cardinal. Then we get to more stuff. Right. So this is the Cavern. Nothing to do with the Scouse dive. But this is Sette contro la Morte. See what I did there? So, also known as this adventure during World War II in Italy, where a mixed group of people get trapped inside a cave after a bomb raid. But can they cooperate, and will they survive? So, yes, John Saxon. Oh, I was just saying, I thought it was a zombie film for a second for some of these pictures, but no. John Saxon is Private Joe Kramer. Larry Hagman's in it. There's any names jumping out at the moment. There you go. I think it was a filmed in Yugoslavia for some bits, Tunisia and Italy. There you go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can have Foshi. Her strap has slipped. Sorry, everyone. Disgusting. Right. Let's get past this, shall we? Right. He did some TV with Burke's Law, 2 episodes, but as with the start at the time, he's 2 different characters over 2 years. Then we get to, I think this one's got another orange cover. There you go, The Ravagers. I think that's him at the top killing someone. Sorry, yes, they are. He did do an Animal Instincts film, so we'll get to that. We could be watching The Descent, but it's too scary. Right, so we are The Ravagers, the biggest war picture ever filmed in the Philippines. That was in 1965. A savage, raw, action-packed spectacle of men and women in war, filmed with a cast and cost never attempted before in a film for world release. John Saxon is Captain Kermit Dowling. I think, yeah, that's the only names I can recognize. Eddie Romero was the director, but it doesn't have good reviews. Right, let's get past it then. Does it? I can't reveal my sources. It's a good song, though. I do like it. Yep. I don't know if they did have an abundance of orange. It's the same color as the blood they used in films back then. Yes, that is a good point. Filipino war movie where they tried to kill the Japanese. Right. Let's have a look at. Right. So this is another one. This is the Night Caller, also known as the Night Caller from Outer Space. I think it's got a few other names. That if the page would load, Blood Beast from Outer Space is its 3rd name, which is mutant humanoids from outer space kidnapped young Earth females in order to interbreed and save their species from extinction. I just realized I don't need that. I'm not listening to anything. Can't judge a film by its poster. But yes, it does. Space creatures snatch girls to mysterious planet. See space monsters defy atomic army. Do we have an atomic army? But yeah. So like I said, John Saxon, I think Jack Watson's in it. He's from British Army films, of course, isn't he? Damn Wild Geese, I'm thinking of. But yeah, that is the Night Caller. Not that makes any sense. Load of Johnnies. I think they're supposed to be UFOs. Space creatures snatch girls to mysterious planets must have been written by someone whose English was a 3rd language. Yeah, it's like a Ghana poster, isn't it? Yes. Where the white women at? It seems to be the start, what they did at the time. So 2 episodes of Theatre of the Stars in 64, 66. Then there is there was a lot of good stuff on here, but we might as well be thorough or not bother. There we go. That's more your level. Hideous beyond belief with an inhuman craving. Queen of Blood. What's this one about? Where are we at? Queen of Blood. Queen of Blood. Right. Some tabs. So this, it's only a PG. In 1990, aliens contact Earth announcing their visit. Their ship crashes on Mars. A rescue team from Earth is dispatched to investigate the alien crash site. I could have done this with pictures or what do you call it, clips, but we'd be all night. So this one, oh, this is a weird cast. John Saxon as Alan Brenner, the star. You got Basil Rathbone as Dr. Faraday. Dennis Hopper is in it as Paul Grant. Florence Marnier. Forrest Ackerman sounds familiar, but yeah, obviously, I don't know who directed this. Curtis Harrington. I don't know what. Yes, I think by the looks of it, Basil Rathbone's a cameo in it. It's also known as Flight to a Far Planet. So filmed in California. There you go. Dracula Bitches from Space, was it? Let me see if that's correct. Queen of Blood, Queen of Blood, Queen of Blood. Queen of Blood, Queen of Blood. Planet of Terror, Planet of Blood, Planet of Vampires, The Green Woman, Space Vampires. There you go. Trying to trick me again. Right, but saucy pictures. That's not going to help the film. Right, where do we get to? The Appaloosa with Marlon Brando. I guess his name just under Brando's. He did do 2 episodes of Dr. Kildare in 1966, but as Richard Ross. Then he's Troy Medina in Appaloosa, which is man tries to recover a horse stolen from him by a Mexican bandit. This is from Superman 4's Sidney J. Fury. But yeah, with Brando as Matt Fletcher, John Saxon as Troy Medina. I think this is one of his brown face films. You got I thought it said Emilio Estevez, but it's Emilio Fernandez. But there you go. And Raven Grey Eagle as minor role, uncredited. Right, there you go. John Wood of Grindhouse, so yes. Yes, I think the book of Life Force is called Space Vampires. I need to get that. But that is that. Then, oh, there's a check this one out. In 1966, still, Doomsday Flight with Jack Lord from Hawaii 5-0. Fly and run out of fuel, land, and my bomb explodes. So see, a speed film before it was the thing. Oh, it's a TV movie, so technically I shouldn't have included that because he's done loads of those. I didn't include them. But we'll have a look at this anyway. Bomb on board an airliner has an altitude-sensitive trigger. Unless a ransom is paid, it will explode when the plane descends to land. So Speed is a rip-off of this, technically. With John Saxon as George Doucette. Ed Asner's in it. Greg Morris is in it. That's about it. Anyway, I shouldn't have included that, but that's my bad. We're all counting on you. Good luck. Ooh, don't think so. Viggo Mortensen. I don't know it was called Appaloosa, was it? Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. More sauce for singles only. So yeah, 1 episode of Time Tunnel, 1 TV movie, which I think is a remake of Winchester 73, 1 episode of Cimmerian Strip, Garrison's Gorillas, where he was Janus in 67, It Takes a Thief in 68, and then we get to the singles only, which is Speed on a Plane. Might be fun. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't done that. Anne and Helen move into a California car apartment complex for singles only, where all the occupants are looking to hook up, with Milton Berle appearing as the building manager. Starring John Saxon, but is that the back of his head we can see? So it's got John Saxon, Lana Wood. That's about it. A lot of pictures. And the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band as themselves, with Milton Berle as Mr. Parker. Oh, I see. They played it safe. You see, there's no ankle. They did cut all the ankles out, technically, didn't they? Yes, she does. I can see that from the picture on the side here. Yeah, he's headlining it, but I'm guessing he's in the green. And yeah, both pictures, probably the back of his head. All right. Let's get to the next one. I think it's a film next. And it's there, whatever that says. I'm assuming this is, yes, $1 Too Many from 1968. Original title, yes. Let me try this. It's not even what's on there, is it? No. I tre che scan veloceri il west. Or vado, vido, isparo. Okay. So this is an Enzo Castellari. There. Oh, no, he didn't turn up at Weird Worcester. He was a no-show. As I said, I've met him. I was going to meet him. Suave gambler Clay Watson, cocky sharpshooter Moses Lang, and wily thespian Edwin Keane are a trio of criminals in the Wild West. The motley threesome are forced to form an uneasy alliance in order to find $400,000 in stolen money. So Saxon's Clay Watson, who is the suave gambler. Of course he is, although he could have played any of those bloody roles. Yeah, a lot of Italian names. Obviously, you've probably filmed it in Spain. Yeah, of course it was. That's where the best desert is if you can't get to America. But yeah, which one is he? Oh, he's supposed to be in the middle there with the cash. I made it. I was only familiar with Antonio Sabato Jr. Thank you, Miles, for attempting the naming. It's his father. Stephen Green. Hey, yes, they do. It's like that episode of Father Ted where they all three of them play Elvis at different points in his death. Right, $1 Too Many. Anyway, that is. So then we get to the name of the game, a TV episode. Oh, did I put this in? Could be another one I've missed. Is it TV? Oh, it is a TV movie. So yes, the Istanbul Express was a TV movie. Then 3 episodes of Bonanza over 2 years, where he played 3 characters: Blas, Stephen Friday, and Chief Jacova. But then he was in Death of a Gunfighter in 1969 as Lou Trinidad. Right. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, we're almost in the 70s, so almost at Black Christmas. Then you people might know something. Hey, there he is. It was my day off until I had this idea. You've just missed most of the Westerns. But welcome. When are you ever behaving? You haven't missed all the Westerns because we're still going. So, Death of a Gunfighter. A Texas town council fires its town's old-fashioned marshal who refuses to resign, thus leading to violence on both sides. So it's Don Seagal. Also, it's directed by Alan Smithy and Robert Totten. So a very interesting one. So you got Richard Widmark, Lena Horne, who don't make any jokes. Oh, we haven't seen this on TV. Carol O'Connor, David... Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. John Saxon quite low down the list of this one. So whether he has a big part in it, so yeah, star Richard Whitworth, original director Robert Totten had artistic differences. Totten was replaced by Don Seagal. Once the film was completed, credits problems. So then they used Alan Smithy. So yeah, there's the Euro crimes are coming up, so Jeff will be here for those, I'm sure. Right. Oh, so that's that one. What's next? Oh, he's got his shirt off.
I tell you, last
someone double clicked. Oh, don't look. Right. So let's catch up that. You watch that while I look up what we're doing. So 2 episodes of Ironside. Then a TV movie, Company of Killers, Intruders TV show, but I don't think it's the Aliens one. So we are caught up there. We are Mr. King Street's War from 1971. Haven't missed Enter the Dragons coming up. Some of those got big. Oh, there you go, big box preset. So This is during World War II. Married American couple in Africa run wildlife preserve between Italian and British territories. As Italy threatens invasion, the couple and their native assistant and brother prepare to defend their land. So we got he's Jim King Street, of course, and Tippi Hedren is Mary King Street, with Brian O'Shaughnessy as Morgan King Street. And then a lot of people without profile pictures, but this was actually filmed in Africa. Also known as Heroes Die Hard. There you go. In case you want to watch that one. Whoops. Whoops, there goes gravity. Anyway. Hey, the other mic. So let's have a look. So let's close that one down. So this is, we're in 71 for that. Then 3 episodes of The Virginian, where he was from 67 to 71. He played Del Stetler, Sergeant Terrence McCauley, and Ben Oakes. Episode of The Sixth Sense in 72. Episode of Night Gallery. The New Doctors, as we heard about at the beginning. 29 episodes of that. Then, let's have a look. Is this a Western or a horror film? It's hard to tell with some of these names. Appaloosa is a good one. I haven't seen Death of a Gunfighter. There you go. I could repeat my Enter the Dragon joke, but please do. Wake Me Up, My Hands of Steel. There's 15 years yet, which is about 200 films. Right. I'm going to stop here until everyone likes this live stream, whether you did like it or not. Just tick that like box. And then comment on how wonderful I am in the comments. Right. So we are at, what's this called? Housemaid of Dawn. So yes, it looks like a Western. Oh, is it a TV movie? No. Okay. Richardson Morse directed this with Larry Littlebird and Judith Doty. And, John Saxon is way down the list. I'm surprised is he even mentioned on that post now. Oh, it does say John Saxon, but you don't expect to see much of him as Tosima. And there's not even a synopsis for the film. So yeah, this is probably a lot. This is the only photo of it that exists. But there's fuck all details. All right, let's move right on along. Housemaid Dawn, he chopped her up and used her as mortar. Then we get to a Clint Eastwood Western with the Jew Kid from 72. New Days. Right, so, it's only an hour and 30 minutes. An ex-bounty hunter reluctantly helps a wealthy landowner and his henchmen track down a Mexican revolutionary leader, from director John Sturgis, written by Elmore Leonard. So it's got Robert Duvall and John Saxon, Don Stroud, Dick Van Patten. So there you go. Let's see if the reviews are in. Oh, it's pretty run of the mill. Okay. Another one I've actually seen, was never a huge fan of. Early Eastwood. Ooh, not bad, but not far from the best Western out there. It's one of those I hear of Joe Kidd, and I don't think it associated with a Clint Western. But yes. Does it say where it was filmed in Tucson? Okay, so then what's that next? Yeah, so look at that wasted space on that picture. I've probably seen it as a kid with my dad, but I know nothing about it. Yeah, someone translate, because we got one episode of Kung Fu, the original Kung Fu. We'll get to the later series. Then there was an episode of Banyan, an episode of Norman Corwin Presents, a TV movie called Snatched, the Streets of San Francisco episode where he was Vince Hagopian Jr. Then we get to this, which is Bacciamo Lamani, I'm going to say. 73, we are into 73, if that means anything. Written by Elmore Leonard, but Mr. Majestic definitely beats it. Okay. Good evening, Kenneth. All right. It's a decent one, but not great. Okay. So this is Stefano, son of a mafia don, is killed by someone for refusing to sell some valuable land. The old don sends for Ferrante from America in hope they'll be able to get in Revenge. So you've got John Saxon as Gaspara, who is the killer. So there you go. A lot of Italian names that I can't pronounce, but I don't recognize. Death, drugs, dolls, and dollars. The 4Ds of the $20 million a year secret empire. The FBI is powerless to stop. And was filmed in Italy. But there's very few posters of this. Yes. Oh, it's a greeting in Italy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so John has been Native American, Mexican, Italian, and black, pretty much. Oh yeah, I can see Crispin Glover and Dan De Niro. All right, let's get to it then. What happened in 1973 that's big on his radar? Oh, it's Enter the Dragon. Right. So yes, Enter the Dragon. Do I need to even stop and talk about this one? But probably the first film I saw him in or recognized him or remember him from. 1973's American, no, I was going to say American Ninja, but no, I was looking up something else. He had a black belt in karate. This is John Saxon himself. And his ashes are buried at Lakeview Cemetery in Seattle near Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee. So there you go. Don't think there's not much else about this, but there's plenty of other stuff you can learn about this film, where a Shaolin monk travels to an island fortress to spy on an opium lord who is also the former monk from his temple under the guise of attending a martial arts tournament. From director Robert Clowes, of course, it has Bruce Lee, John Saxon as Roper, Jim Kelly as Williams, and we've got the Bolo Young. We've got that's about it. Jackie Chan, but you could barely see him. But yeah, the big film that came over from Hong Kong to bring us Bruce Lee. Not that looks like Bruce Lee or bloody John Saxon in that poster. The movie was made for $850,000 and took in $90 million worldwide, and that was back then, so that's like $1 billion movie. Yes, sorry, Jeff's made Bolo. Lots of film censorship issues. Yes, you got the nunchucks on the poster were changed to a long stick. Nunchucks were cut from the film. Throwing stars were cut for the film. Neck breaks, anything was pretty much cut. So yes, all martial arts weapons and violence, ear claps, all sorts of stuff. But it is a great film. John's big break. Bullshit, Mr. Handman. But yeah, great Jim Kelly. I should do some more Jim Kelly films. I got some upstairs. Some of his martial arts ones. It might be some fun. Right, let's get to the next film because he went back to TV with The Rookies. One episode of that. A TV movie called Linda. Police Story episode. Banachek episode. And then a TV movie called Can Ellen Be Saved? We'll never know. Another TV movie called Planet Earth, where he's called Dylan Hunt. And in 1974, a little Canadian horror film. But what was it called? There you go. Silent Night, Evil Night. Of course it was called. I don't know what you people are going to put in the quotes. Which would be wrong. If you call this Black Christmas from 1974. During the Christmas break, a group of sorority girls are stalked by a stranger from the director of Porky's and Christmas Story Baby Geniuses. So yeah. Silent Night, Evil Night, or Black Christmas, depending on where you're from, with the lovely late great Olivia Hussey and Margaret Kidder. But yes, John Saxon as Lieutenant Ken Fuller, something to do with fellatio, I think his name is. But yeah, let's have a look. I think did it have more names? Let me have a look. Yes, Residencia Macabrera. So it's got 50 fucking titles, right? That's a lot. Black Christmas was the original title, and it was Silent Night, Even Light was the premiere title. Stranger in the House was the TV title. So yeah, just in case you think you hadn't seen it. Whoa, not going there. Right. Yeah, I always knew it at Black Christmas. Yes. The calls are coming from inside the house. I do love that tracing the call. It's just going through these massive racks of moving parts and saying, that's the one that did it. Yes, not to be confused with the new 26 film called Silent Night, Deadly Night. Ugh. He does say the C word. He's a very naughty caller. Right, so then he's done one episode of a Tyler Moore show. Then he's done 5 episodes of Gunsmoke from 65 to 75 as Christy Calhoun, Pedro Manez, and Virgil Stanley. Then we get to more. I think it's an Italian Eurocrime thriller. Ooh. Yep, he's got his shirt off. Lots of Italian words there. But this is about, what's it called? Metroletta Stein. The parallel stories of a police commissioner and a bank robber whose lives eventually come together. Directed by Jose Antonio de la Loma. It has John Saxon, Francisco Ravel, and lots of people with Italian names. Stallone face, yes. I don't know if it's a period piece because isn't that like a German gun? But oh yeah, set in Cantalino from 1945 to 1960. But there you go. Filmed in Spain, also known as Blind Vendetta. You might know it as. It does look like Burt Reynolds at the time. There you go. Yep. There you go. Jeff's please now. Back into your zone. Yeah, I got. Look at that. Nothing. Grey ones now. It's taking so long. Okay. Enough of that information. Right. 1995 TV movie called Crossfire. TV movie called Strange New World. I still need to see this. I've only seen the Cinema Snobs version of this, but it's got a 2.8 on IMDb. It's Mitchell. Brute force with a badge. John Saxon, sorry. Halfway down. But yeah, 2.8. This is probably his lowest. Right. Okay. Mitchell is X-rated. A tough, slobby, honest cop tries to simultaneously take down heroin dealers and a corrupt businessman who murdered a burglar, even if it costs him his life. I need to watch this. It's got Martin Balsam. Actually, are we going to risk it for the biscuit? Oh, I won on the lottery again. So if I do win a few hundred million, I will take some of you to Vegas for the weekend. You're paying your flights and everything, but you can go with me. Right. Okay. Maybe I'm honest. See if we can get a trailer for this. We want to see what I. Yes, typical. Don Baker mid-range. Yeah, he wasn't a patient man. He wasn't a. Is he still with us? Did some Bond films, didn't he? Is it not downloaded? Is it? I think it's because it might be R-rated. Mitchell, 1975. Hang on. Oh no, I'm just downloading not the trailer, but let's have a look. Let's do the short trailer. Hopefully it's PG. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very short stream. Right, give me a second. Right, tick, 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 tick. Come on. Yep, there we go. Right, so here is Mitchell. Oh, passed away either last year or the year before. Bugger. All right, let's have a listen to this. Oh, it's gonna be loud.
Brute force with a badge. His name is Mitchell.
There's Saxon.
Hey, Mitchell. Joe Don Baker is Mitchell.
Great stunts. Oh.
What kind of a policeman are you anyway?
Who's she? She's
Oh, you're mean.
of course she's in Congo and Mars
Get a kick
Attacks.
out of this kind of thing.
Oh, it's Linda Evans from Dynasty.
From Allied Artists, rated R.
All right, I guess I'm hoping that film is not copyrighted. Maybe we're gonna watch it together. He doesn't look so. Yeah. Look at his range. Who is- Right, that's the legendary Fletch, of course. Thank you, Davey. Right, so let's bring that back up. I don't know what he's got in his hands, but then we get Strange Shadows in an Empty Room. Which yeah, this one looks interesting. So he was in episodes of Patrolli and the Rockford Files in 75, 76. So this is 76, where he's Shadows in the Empty Room, which is, what's it called? Una Magnum Special per Tony Sater. It definitely does sound like a Jano. After his younger sister is poisoned, a tough Ottawa cop embarks on a violent journey through Montreal to find her killer, which turns out to a whirlpool of revenge and betrayal. I think, yeah, there was a better poster, but it didn't come up when I searched it because it's under the Italian name. But Stuart Whitman is Captain Tony Sater, John Saxon's Ned Matthews, Mark Lando, Tisa Farrow's in it. Who I think, no, she's in our Nasty video, not something else coming up later. But that's about it. Jean Gilder as drag queen uncredited. Not bad. European action marketed as horror thriller. Yeah, I mean, looks like it's going to be a horror thriller. There was also cut in the UK and it was filmed in Canada. There you go. Oh, it has an awesome cartridge. I just read that it stole that from another film, but maybe. It's Blazing Magnum. Thank you, Mike and Michael. Brave poster. Different times. Oh. Yeah, I know that title. There you go. Knows the original title. Whitman fights a room full of lady men. I guess I did see a few, one of them there. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Then we get to still in 76. He was very busy with at least 3 Italian films, but we got an American film here. First, The Swiss Conspiracy. I think I've watched it, so I don't think much happens in it. Yeah, David Jensen. John Saxon plays Robert Hayes, not the airplane actor, but a different character altogether, I believe. A former U.S. Justice Department official is hired as a security consultant for a Zurich-based Swiss bank when 5 of its clients are blackmailed. Directed by Jack Arnold. As David Jensen, The Fugitive, Sandra Berger, John Ireland, John Saxon, Ray Millimand, Elkie Sommer. Yeah. David Hess is in it. Is he still with us? Might be worth a chat. But there you go. Filmed in Germany, partly, which makes sense. Yes, isn't there? Yes, Saxon isn't much. Right. So what about this one? What the fucking name is this? I'm going to call it Cross Shot from 1976, where he's Commissario Giacovella. Oh, Hess is long gone. Okay. I couldn't remember if he was or not. So, La Leghi Violenta della Squadra Anticrimine. A mobster kills a cop during a robbery and so he finds himself pursued by the police, his gang, and the media. Directed by Stelvio Massi. With Lee J. Cobb. He's from The Exorcist, isn't he? Antoniella Lualdi looks lovely. But there we go. Oh. Rings a bell. There you go. Crotch shots. There probably is a crotch shot in these films, but yeah, it is cross shot. It was Lee Cobb's final films. Ooh, what's this? What the hell is it? What am I supposed to do with these jewels? What do they do? I see them. Thank you, whatever they are. Gifting jewels. What do I do with them? I don't seem to have an option to do anything. I don't know if people in the chat can do anything with them. The violent law of the anti-crime squad. Thank you, Rodent. I didn't study that. Oh, it probably cost you about £200. Thank you. Violent leg. Robbery gone wrong. Cop murdered. There you go. That's all you need to know. And I think, yeah, he is the, and I'm still on a similar theme. It's like Blood Diamond, the YouTube jewels are fucking hell. Whatever this is. Awesome posters. Death dealers, I'm gonna call it. No. If you fall for a scam, you don't owe me. So yes. Tell me if everyone sends me £1, I will send them how to become a millionaire. But yeah, I've Violent Naples. Okay, it's also known as Violent Naples and Death Dealers, and yeah, the Violent Naples is the translation. There you go. That's the Cannibal Ferox director. We'll get to the cannibals soon enough, I think. An uncompromising cop gets transferred to Naples on account of his city's atrocious crime levels. His no-holds-barred police methods are considered to be the perfect antidote. Umberto Lenzi. Here we go. With John Saxon as Francesco Capuano, with Maurizio Merli. Oh, Jeff, did you get the package? I forgot to ask. This film's about drug dealing and stuff. Reminded me. Anyway, it's the great. Yeah, I think that blonde guy with a tash, who I'll call him, Crazy Lenzi crime film. There you go. Umberto Lenzi. Oh fuck. Well, I was saying that I sent a sleeve to bloody Gary Davis. It took 5 weeks to get there, just to America. It used to take a week. I don't want anything in return for a super chat except questions in my specialist guaranteed in the quiz. Say no more. So yeah, the video version of this was cut in the UK. But there we go. This is Death Dealers, just like in Underworld. Then we get his famous TV role in it's in $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman, where he played Nedrick. I think, isn't he the bad robot? I seem to remember. But then, of course, we're back to the Italian Eurocrime thriller with, fuck's sake, this one. Mark Kolpisky Ancora, I'm going to say. Crime movies of the 70s just have people screaming on their posters, screaming and shooting. There isn't one Gary Davis. There's the great stunt coordinator Gary Davis, and there's whatever that DJ. So this is, let's see the English title. Still an hour away from Elm Street. Yeah, I thought this would be a quick one, but he does slow down. So a murderous drug dealer breaks his partner out of the police custody. An undercover cop is assigned to track him down and bring in the two killers from Stelvio Massi again. John Saxon's Altman. Whether that's a good guy or a bad guy, I don't know. He can do it all. Has he done a comedy? I guess he did some light stuff in the 50s we saw, or 60s. But I don't know if he's done an all out and out. Mark the Super Cop or something like that. I think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Mark strikes again. All right. So after this, he did an episode of Starsky and Hutch, two episodes of Wonder Woman as Captain Raddle. Then, oh fucking, I was still on the Eurocrime. Back again. He was back and forward over the bloody years. There we go. Him again. It's different. A special cop in action, I'm going to call it. Italio Armano Armanta. Right, where is this? Marino Girolami. A crime syndicate starts a new crime wave in Turin. They rob a bank, taking a hostage to get away from the police. Inspector Betty and Ferrari, his partner. However, the hostage turned out to be an accomplice in disguise. Is this one of the ones you sent me, Jeff? I'm Italian, man. Makes perfect sense. John Saxon is the only name apart from Maurizio Merli. I know. What's this say? Gonzoid, thrilling non-PC expressions of bravia, Italian action. No, it's one of your favorites, but not different. Rome Out of Thief. All right, let's get back to Charles Bronson. So he did Once an Eagle, 2 episodes of that. Then Raid on Entebbe. But I think I think it's Charles Bronson's not in it that much. I seem to remember. True story of the daring Israeli commando assault on Entebbe Airport in Uganda to free hostages of a terrorist hijacking from Empire Strikes Back's Irvin Kushner and Robocop 2, I believe. Oh, I've never seen this one. That's the trouble. They all look and sound alike. Oh, yeah. Franco Nero lookalike. Yeah, yeah. I think it got cinema released this summer, but yeah, that's why it's come up. So Charles Bronson, Yaphet Kotto, Martin Balsam, John Saxon, Jack Warden, Robert Loggia, Peter Finch, James Woods. But yeah, obviously one of the many stories of this thing. Hang on, what do you mean on Deadly Ground? What are you doing on Deadly Ground? Yeah, Bronson isn't in it. I imagine you got to wait for him, exactly. Always. Where is he? Oh, I didn't even see him. Yeah, there he is. He's probably playing, doing the Robert Forster Delta Force character. Oh, fuck's sake. More of these? Him again. Merle. Right. More Lenzie. So, yes, the Cynic, the Rat, and the Fit. Oh, you sent me this one, Jeff. I seem to remember watching this one. Hardened cop is left for dead by the henchmen of escapee gangster he had previously arrested, and upon recovery, relentlessly pursues them. So, John Saxon's Frank DiMaggio with Inspector Leonardo Tanzi from Merle. Gabriella Lepori, I'm guessing she's probably nude at some point in this, with Bridget Pentiona as blonde hooker at Farsi's. The great Thomas. Hang on. Yeah, you sent me this one. I thought recognize the title. Yeah, the great Thomas Milan. There you go. Oh, yeah, it's Tommy. Is that? No, it's not the one I meant. Luigi the Chinaman. Mayeto. All right, let's move quickly along. So there's the translation of the title: The Cynic, Scoundrel, and the Violent Man. Yes, just the Cynic and a fist. Right. So then we get more TV. Episode of Most Wanted, episode of Fantastic Journey, episode of West Side Medical, and episode of Quincy M.E. And then we get into the late 70s, which will be a quick run. Because it starts off with Moonshine Country Express, which is obviously a good old boy race. Oh, look at those. That's how you're supposed to wear dungarees, not when you're pregnant. But there we go. This is Moonshine Country Express. When a hillbilly moonshiner is murdered by a powerful competitor, his tough three daughters discover a stash of prohibition whiskey and start undercutting their father's killer's business with help from a local race car driver by Gus Triconis. It's got Susan Howard, William Conrad, Claudia Jennings. A lot of lovely ladies by the look of it. Ooh, definitely in that picture. Right. Not that you can see it, and I can't show it. But there you go. Anyone know this one? Side boob. Yeah, we've gone from no ankles to side boobs now. I'm just fucking struggling here. I should just use AI. Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit with actual boobs and I'm guessing nudity. I might have to watch this one. But there you go. That's probably obviously on the success of Smokey and the Bandit and Dukes of Hazzard. Jeff Corey's the old dude in Surviving the Game. There you go. So then we get 2 episodes of Harold Robbins, 79 Park Avenue. Then there's something called Tree Soldier de la Donna de Class, which doesn't have, I don't think it has a poster. Hang on. Doesn't seem to have a poster, so I don't know if I included it because, didn't have anything. But then we get to The Bees, Not the Bees, in 1978, also known as The Savage Bees. I believe I have the right poster. But they prey on human flesh. Yeah, there was a better poster here, but I don't know why I didn't use it. So when South American killer bees corporately smuggled into the United States, yeah, that was a big scare for real in the late 70s. Killer bees from Africa or South America mutate into intelligent insects that attack helpless people. Scientists desperately work to end the threat as a menace swarms into one city or another. Directed by Alfredo Zacharias. So you've got John Saxon as Dr. John Norman, Angel Tompkins as Sandra Miller, John Carradine as Dr. Sigmund Hummel, and Claudia Brooke. Roger Cudney looks familiar. Actually, I think The Savage Bees is a different film, so I did get the wrong fucking name. They came out the same year. So, yes, ignore The Savage Bees. It's just The Bees. I thought it was a different title, but obviously fucked up. Still a scene with bees in. Right. I'm not sure this one had a bigger opening. Just double check it isn't the same film. The Bees. The Killer Bees. It's called The Bees. Yeah, fucked it. Right. But yeah, ignore the poster. Nah, I think they are bees. Big bees. Right. But my mistake. Let's get past that. It was popular because even Michael Caine did The Swarm. I don't think this is an original poster, but we've got Shalimar. Another one with Rex Harrison. This is like 20 years later. But first he did The Immigrants, a TV movie. Then The Greatest Heroes of the Bible TV show. Then we did, this is Shalimar. Sir John Locksley, the greatest jewel thief, decides that his most prized possession, the Shalimar ruby, should be passed on to a worthy successor. He invites the best rival jewel thieves to his island estate to participate in a deadly contest. Directed by Krishna Shah. But who's in this? Rex Harrison, Sylvia Mills, and John Saxon as Colonel Columbus. There's a lot of Indian actors and actresses. I'm not going to butcher their names any more than the Italian ones. But filmed, in India. Saxon was a workaholic, yes. Did eventually slow down, but so we were just about to get into the 80s. Hawaii Five-0, he did one episode. Then we get, I think, this one. Very similar. Fast Company with William Smith. So there's a few interesting ones coming up, especially in 1980. Two in 1980, in fact. Very good ones. Well, one of them. After his sponsor replaces him with his arch rival, a race car driver decides to steal the car and race it himself. Directed by David Cronenberg, it says. So yeah, this one's got William Smith, Claudia Jennings again, John Saxon. That's about it, I think. But yeah, not too shabby. But there you go. I don't know if anyone's seen this one. Oh, someone, yeah, there you go. Isn't this Cronenberg's Fast Company? That it is, which is very surprising. I think, was it? Yeah, filmed in Canada. So it's another Canadian film. I might have seen this one. It does ring a bell. One of those I'd pick up to. Who? Please, someone, have you seen this one? No, Tom's not seen it, but loves Cronenberg. It's on his list. There you go. Yes, all these films are weird. They're just about to get weirder because this is The Glove. A bounty hunter is offered $20,000 off the record for the capture of a very large man who dons body armor and steel-plated gauntlets for his regular beatings of some unfortunate individuals. Directed by Ross Hagen. This is from 1979. It looks fantastic. So John Saxon is Sam Kellogg. Joanna Cassidy. My mate Joanna Cassidy's in this. I will. And Aldon Ray. If I'd have known she was in it, I would have watched this. But I'm not sure she probably got a big part in it. Nicholas Worth. No. And it's not great. Ah, thank you, Roden. Oh, I've heard of this one when I see it. The G-Love. Oh, I'd seen it years ago. All right. The Glove had a better preset cover on Intervision. Oh, there you go. What a wild idea for a movie. Fisted from He-Man. Yes. Pretty much. Okay. Then we get to more famous stuff. Yeah. So we got a I think Robert Redford film from 1979. She's Robert Redford and Jane Fonda in The Electric Horseman it is, but I don't know why the poster only has electric. Where is Dr. Impossible? He'll tell me. A rodeo star past his prime steals his company's horse and rides into the desert, accompanied by a feisty reporter, directed by Sidney Pollack. It has Robert Redford, Jane Fonda, Valerie Perrine, Willie Nelson, John Saxon's in it, apparently. Wilfred Brimley, don't make any jokes about that. James B. Syking. But I remember watching it years ago on TV, about 40 years ago, so I don't know nothing about it. But I think it's recommended by the doctor. No, not heard of this one. Different times. I'm sure it's a scene from the film. I don't know. That fucking Bronson. No diabetes jokes. All right, let's get back to. We've got some horror coming up now. 2 horror films, 3 horror films, and 1 sci-fi. So let's see what they are. Not that you can't guess. Yeah, what is that? But I didn't even pay attention to it earlier when I downloaded it. Right. Oh, hang on. Let's try this. Where is it? And where is it? There it is. Look at that. That's how you do it. Right. Yeah, cannibals incoming. Yeah. They're playing nothing wrong. So Beyond the Evil is, what is that? He plays Larry from like this. So we're into the 80s at least. Only 3 more decades to go. 4 decades, actually. Okay. This was supposed to be a quick night. An architect and his wife move into a colonial mansion where the demonic presence of the owner's wife takes residence. So Herb Fried directed this one. Linda Day George is in it. Michael Dante, that sounds familiar. Peggy Stewart, I don't know. But there we go. I haven't seen this one. But yeah, there's nothing. It was filmed in LA. Anyone? Tenebrae will be coming up in 1982. So we still got 20 films before them. Beyond Evil had a particularly terrible preset video cover. Sounds like What Lies Beneath. Ah, yes, that's a good point. Does Linda bastards? Is that the pieces, Linda? All right. Calm down. All right, fucking, I will skip this next one. Also in 1980, Norman Hopper was his name. Not General Hopper, but yeah, in Cannibals in the Street was the poster I found, which is the same as the one from IMDb. He was constantly working, bless him. Would have been great to chat to him. A pair of Vietnam War POWs return to America carrying a dangerous virus that turns people into cannibalistic when bitten, and their cravings spiral into havoc that sweeps the city of Atlanta. From Antonio Margaretti. Cannibal Holocaust, also known as Apocalypse Domini, and obviously Cannibals in the Street. John Saxon is the lead. Elizabeth Turner as Jane, his wife, I'm guessing, with Giovanni Lombardo Radice as Butowski. So, get it out of your system, Miles. Yes, Jim Hopper. I did think that. That's a pretty good poster. I will give it a Cannibals in the Hood. One job would rather forget. Awesome movie, though. Okay. I always knew this as Cannibal Apocalypse. Right. So, yeah, there is. Yeah, it was that time. Okay. John Saxon agreed to be in the film based on a poorly translated version of the script, which omitted the cannibalism scenes and appeared to be a simple Vietnam War allegory. He found out about the actual content during filming and was so shocked he briefly considered it out of them dropping out, and he has never watched the finished film. Thank you, Thomas. And yes, David. Cannibal Apocalypse. Let's have a look. I thought it said something there. Where is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Cannibals in the Streets, known as Cannibal Apocalypse. I see it's probably got about 50 names in here. Yes, The Slaughterers, The Savage Slaughterers, Savage Apocalypse, Cannibals in the City, Cannibal Massacre, Invasion of the Flesh Hunters, Cannibals in the Streets, Cannibal Apocalypse, and Virus, just in case. Right. Then they're going to with another film with one of my mates. So, Battle Beyond the Stars, which still holds up. I watched it last month. So it's got my mate Sybil Danningham Ooh, hoping I'll be having a signed Howling 2 post VHS Steve coming back soon. So yeah, John Saxon's Sador in this one. So an all-star cast of the was it Seven Samurai remake. Iris. Wasn't it? Tatio. How many fucking names did it have? Yes, realize what type of filmed halfway through. Yeah, I'm not an expert on these cannibal films. I avoid them. Yeah, had a few titles, exactly. Never mind, we're still in the early 80s after an hour and a half. Right. So yeah, so Farm Boy recruits a band of outlaws to save the planet. Akir from Dark Forces, a threat to wipe them out. To face the universe, a battle stretching beyond the stars begins here. But yeah, everyone knows this one, I'm sure. It's because yeah, Earl Bowen's in it as Nestor number 1. Right. Okay, yeah. Even Jeff doesn't like the cannibal films. Yep. Ian's seen this one. Good fun it is. And a lot of Corman films in the early 80s reused footage from this. I think my parents rented it instead of Star Wars. It's still a good time, but it's not Star Wars level. Yeah, definitely a Star Wars clone. With a good poster too. Although it doesn't show off Sybil properly. Hang on. Let's have a look at this. I don't know how they got this in a PG film. Battle Beyond the Stars. Let's see if I can find a PG poster. Because she is yeah, if you saw the interview I did with her, she did talk about how that's a fucking heat web. Maybe that one. Is that a they're all EPEB files. Hang on. I have to save it. But yeah, this is a kid's film, and then we'll see. Everyone knows what she wore in that, of course. I don't know. It's not going to be a good picture. Yeah. The kids. So yeah, she had to be taped to keep the thing on when she moved. Yes, naughty John Boy. How's my mole? Yeah, dude from Aldens. Yes, the Nostromo. Oh, hang on, we're off. So we're on to Hit Online Horrors again. Yes, these planets will be open for Memorial Day. May the force be with you. Yeah, I don't know which one I like, as good as Leia is in Jedi. So this is Blood Beach. So we've got 2 horrors with beaches. Something is attacking and killing people on the beach. David and Mariana, old friends, search for clues when they played as kids and uncover a mysterious creature. Directed by Jeffrey Bloom. So, David Huffman, Marina Hill, John Saxon, and Burt Young's in this. I haven't seen it for a while, but I remember very little about it. Apart from that awesome poster. Sorry, it would not be like 6. Great movie. I think I've seen this. Is this the one where you stand on the sand, you die? Pretty much, I think. Never watched it. Never gone. It's a good one. It is Tremors crossed with the sand. There you go. Saw it on ITV in the 80s. I think I saw it on DVD a few years ago. Yo, Polly. Yep. I have to watch this one again. It's a fun one. Still in 1980, so we've had Beyond Evil, Cannibal Apocalypse, but Battle Beyond the Stars, and Blood Beach. And then also he was in an episode of Vegas, and then he did this, still in 1980, his 5th or 6th film, Running Scared, with Judge Reinhold. My name is Judge. But yes, Ken Wall from The Taking of Beverly Hills. I think the movie was called The Sand. A bunch of teens get stuck on the beach and a wormy thing crawl into your skin. Is that the sand? Hang on. I don't know if it takes someone super fast internet, my sweet patootie. La Playa de Terra. Let's have a look. Blood Beach, Blood Beach, Blood Beach. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Busy for sure. Yes, how many running scares? I know of 3. So this one, the 80s comedy, and then there's the Paul Walker film. Right. So that was Running Scared. In 1961, 2 servicemen smuggle a box of military gear into USA. Leroy tries out a military camera, accidentally takes a picture of some military facilities. Army finds one of the pictures and thinks they're communist spies. From Paul Glicker. So, yes. Who else is in it? John Saxon's quite low down. Pat Hingle's in it from Batman tomorrow night. And that's about it. I might have seen this, actually. It's Rosemont's debut, yes. Oh, it is that's a shame. Yes, Paul Walker did already. That's him. Actually, I don't think any of them are remakes, are they? Just using the same bloody title. But yeah, the Paul Walker one is pretty violent thriller, but it's pretty good. Right, what's next? This I saw today. Who is that? But he did. Sorry, who are we talking about? Yeah, Golden Gate. John Saxon did an episode of that. Oh, sorry, TV movie, and then he did this: The Man with the Deadly Lens, and also known as Wrong is Right. So yes, that is Sean Connery playing a somewhat, I think he's like a TV reporter or something, but it does look like Burt Reynolds more than Sean Connery. But The Man with the Deadly Lens, or as it's called, Wrong is Right, is a TV reporter finds himself in the middle of an Arab leader buying 2 portable nukes, terrorist arms dealers, a reporter, a CIA spy killed, and the US president ordering a KILL. So I think it's supposed to be a parody, but at the same time, it seems to be played very straight. It's got all-star cast: Sean Connery, Catherine Ross, John Saxon, Leslie Nielsen, Henry Silver, Robert Webber, Dean Stockwell, Ron Moody, Marianne Marks, Joseph Whipp. You'll recognize most of the cast, but it's quite bad. Yeah. The least favorite. Yeah, I've never even heard of it before, so I had to watch it, and it was bad. It's nearly 2 hours. Yep, exactly. Sean Connery's not even that great in it. It could be Cluser. Really could make head not. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense. It starts off with this. He's doing a report, well, you don't know it. So people killing people. And then it's like, this is a report. This is a fake thing where you go to kill the people you hate, but can't do it in real life. So you can kill your parents, you can kill your husbands and stuff like that. But it's a political satire on the parody. Yeah, that is true. But it doesn't. It plays it so straight. It doesn't like wink at the camera, so you know it's a parody. It's just like because it's all terrorists with nukes, and they're gonna really do it and stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Zardoz is all right compared to this. At least it's got things happening. Never heard of it. Exactly. Me too until today. Yes. Burt Reynolds would have been better. Better wig. But, all right. So back to the Italian films, I think. There's the trouble with these names. And I got to put the poster. Yes. Una di Troppo, if that makes any sense to you. This is from 1982 now. So, shit. It didn't click. Middle mouse. Right. So, the relationship between a lawyer and his beautiful heiress, from scandal to mysterious death, from Pino Tossini. John Saxon as Sergio Puccini, the notary. Deala de Lazzaro Chala Gatto. But yeah, there's not much information at all about this, apart from it came out in Italy in 1982. Right, let's go to the next. Oh, so here we go. Do you know what that one's called? So there was a TV movie called Rooster. I was going to check on this if it's Rooster Cogburn, the TV show. A physically small police psychologist, Paul Williams, and a physically large insurance detective, Pat McCormick, team up on an arson case. So it's obviously a pilot for something. Yeah, Glenn A. Larson pilot. It's got Paul Williams, Pat McCormick, J.D. Cannon, Ed Lauter, Jill St. John, Delta Burke, Henry Darrow, Pamela, William Daniels, John Saxon, very low down in the list. So yeah, I thought it would. Right, but this is The Scorpion with Two Tails, or Assassin. No, not one. From 1982. Oh, so he did two horrors in 82. This is Assassin, whatever. Joan has nightmares of Etruscan sacrifices. She knows very well that the Etruscan language and her husband Arthur is an archaeologist studying Etruscan tombs. In a nightmare, she foresees her husband's death, and Arthur is killed with the same way the Etruscans killed their sacrifice, it seems. So from the director, Sergio Martino. So Elvie Audrey, looks like she's naked most of these films. Paolo Malco, yeah. And John Saxon is all the way down the list, so just a cameo, I'm guessing. Cinematography Cemetery, there you go. It's a good poster, I'll give it that, yes. Assassin means assassin. Something about a murder in the cemetery. Looks like City of the Living Dead. I did think that when I saw it. Hang on, that looks very familiar, but yeah. Kazook sort of rented it. It did its job. Did I say that? Did I say that? Yes, it is Montino. Oh, I have not. How have I not heard of this one? There you go. I think. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. Let me Google it. Okay, right. So yes, Italian slasher horror, crime, horror, mystery is what we got. The Scorpion with Two Tails, which probably makes no different sense to the film, but it sounds good. All right, let's get rid of this one to one you definitely heard of. 1982, where he played Bulma in Tenebrae. So I think someone said earlier he's not in it that much. So Tenebrae, or original title Tenebrae, without the A. Okay. A young American novelist visiting Rome to promote his latest book is stalked and harassed by an obsessed fan who is committing a string of murders that appear to tribute to work on Dario Argento. Now, did I remember this right? Not that I haven't been working on it. This was a video nasty. Michael Myers. Yep, there it is. Nasty. Google says Etruscan murder in the cemetery. Thank you. Oh, this is a good movie. One of Jeff's favorites. You sent me this one as well, Jeff. I did find it the other day. I just need to watch it. I think I have seen it before, but is it Gobelins doing the score? Yep, there you go. I do have the stack. I've seen most of them so far, but I don't think I've rewatched ones I have seen before. Very busy. I'm doing this nonsense. Yes, there is, yes, as mentioned in our Video Nasty film coming up. I saw this to see Daria Nicolodi. Where is she? Where is she? She's got a different name. Oh, yep, I see. Oh, yep, I see. There's Anne. No, she's passed away, unfortunately. But oh, yeah, I can see why. Suspiria, Deep Red, Phenomenon. Frau Bruckner. Right. Then this one was an interesting one because there's another one that there's not much about. Hey, Mr. Dan. Yeah, I think he's done all the westerns. I think we've done all the. This might be the last Italian horror as well. So we've got whatever this is, Desire or Deseri. Very little known about this one. American executive on a work stint in the Philippines meets a young Filipina who may be his daughter by a former lover, from Eddie Romero. With John Shaw, John Saxon, Techi Abayani. That's about it. Not much known, not even a proper poster of this one. Don't set me up for goblin. Old favorite Argento film from Davey. Oh, he loves the goblin music. Love Tenebrae. Yes, he does have a style. The posters, not that great. Doesn't do the film justice. Tenebrae's quite meta as well. It's one of the first. Never seen Tenebrae. It's just a spirit. Is it any good? Oh, well, I think, yeah. Mr. Dan Horror, Westerns, Giallo, and horror. Pretty diverse filmography. Well, he started off with like 60s beach party films as well, we saw earlier. Okay, it's recommended. They finally run out of orange ink. Yep. And Inferno. Oh god, just reminded me of Desiree. Was she trouble? Right, so then we get to Savage in the Orient. I'm getting late now. 1983, and then this one. Hopefully I got the right poster because it's awesome. For Prisoners of the Lost Universe. I've seen this one, it's rubbish. Yes. Tenebrae or Tenebrae is worth watching indeed. Very different to Suspiria, but has some of the really bold cinematography and 80s music. Yeah, don't go. Yeah, stick with the 80s, is it, for him? Right, so this is where he plays Cleel. Come on, open up your bastard. No, Desire, it wasn't a Romero film, I don't think. So this is three people are teleported into a parallel reality where they must find they must use modern technology but medieval weapons. In order to save citizenry and from a murderous warlord who happens to be John Saxon in wearing a wolf. It's got Richard. What's his name? Directed by Terry Marcel with Richard Hatch from Battlestar Galactica. Kay Lenz. Who's she in? She looks familiar too. Kay Lenz is known for House. There we go. Might be out. But yeah, it's a low budget shot in LA Hills. And oh no, actually filming in South Africa. Oh yeah, Kay Lenz is fire, yes. I've seen this right on the show, yes. Right, UK video was cut to shit. Oh, this. Given his filmography, I'm guessing Saxon went through a few wives and had to say yes to everything. No, I don't think he did, actually. That's a good point. I don't. We'll get back to that in a minute. If I can see it here. He directed one film, which we haven't got to yet. He's only no. I didn't take the drop down box. You are correct. So he had Mary Ann Saxon from 1967 to 1979, divorced, one child. Elizabeth Ann Phillips from 1987 to 1992, divorced. And he was with Gloria from 2008 to 2020 until his death. Thank you for reminding me to check that out. Lance was in Death Wish 4, was she? There you go. Jinx again, everyone. And House. It's a good poster, yeah. Very 70s. And it would make you buy it. Right, let's scroll back up. Where do we get? Oh, still. Right, crack on, people. Fuck, they are going to be late. I thought this would be a quick one. Right. Hardcast McCormick, 2 episode 83. Then this film. I think we'll stop at a certain film in the 90s. Because after that, it gets pretty bad. So, Detective Hooks is out of the force. So, yeah, this is Fred Williamson film. The Big Score in 83. In fact, he does do a lot of TV, so we can skip all that. A narcotics detective lets nothing stand in the way of bringing down a major drug dealer, directed by Fred Williamson. With Nancy Wilson, John Saxon, Richard Roundtree, Ed Lautner, Bruce Glover, Joe Spinell. So a lot of people from around that time. But yeah, I've never even, because there's a Shaft's Big Score or something. Hardcastle McCormick is great. I do have a big car of theirs. I'm assuming. Yes, that's the old Chester, isn't it? If you stop saying yes to jobs, you stop getting offered jobs. Fred the Hammer. Oh yeah, he'll be coming up later. Yeah, that's probably where we'll stop and just not discuss the films. But after that, it does get pretty lame. So after Big Score, Scarecrow Mrs. King, there's 2 episodes. Magnum PI, 1 episode. Masquerade, 1 episode. Fantasy Island, 6 episodes from 78 to 84 with 6 different characters, I'm guessing. Find of Lost Loves, 1 episode. In 84, he did a horror film. I don't know if anyone's seen this one. Hang on. the first of his three Elm Street films that are coming out. Yeah, Shaft is in the movie, ironically, yes. But yes, and Nightmare on Elm Street, of course, where he's responsible for the whole fucking thing. So, not much else to say about that, apart from we'll be talking about it in about 10 minutes. Hey, I've seen this one. I can do this. Hang on, I need to put the mean, don't I? Hang on, where's my finger? Oscar's the bait. It's a good poster, but I prefer the My Mate Graham Humphries one, which I can't read right now. Actually, what I might do, go back to the beginning and do all the reviews for my book. We haven't got to the 18. That's 83 to 85. Who is it meant to be? So cheeky man. I always thought she had put a time. Oh no, I can't unsee that. Anyway, so then he did 6 episodes of Dynasty between 82 and 84, where he was Rashid Ahmed. American Playhouse, 1 episode, 2 episodes as 2 different people. Half Nelson, which I only found out existed this week, which is a Joe Pesci TV show. Rocky Nelson is a former New York cop trying to make it as an actor in Hollywood. However, while he is still looking for his big break, he works at a private security agency that caters for the needs of the Hollywood elite. So it's from Glenn A. Larson, again, with Joe Pesci, Fred Willison, and Dick Buckus. Only did 7 episodes. Bubba Smith's in it, Victoria Jackson, Dean Martin's in it. John Saxon's in 1 episode, Julie Newmar, Michelle Johnson, Henry Gibson, Rod Taylor, Marshall R. Teague, and I only found out about it this week, but then there was a TV movie called Brothers-in-Law, then a small part in this next one. Botkiss was the football player, yes. Fever Pitch, which he was the sports editor, so he didn't even get a name in that, so we won't probably go through much of that. That's Ryan O'Neill, Catherine Hicks, and John Saxon's quite low down. William Smith's in it as well. But there we go for that. Where do we get to? Glitter, 1 episode in 85. Another World, 18 episodes. TV series. I don't know that one. Is Josh here? Nope, not. Hands of Steel, which the poster makes it look fucking awesome, but it's not. Is it a different Fever Pitch? It's not based on a British book. Right. So yes, Hands of Steel, where he's Francis Turner, and if it was awesome as that poster, it'd be great. It's nothing like that. But a cyborg is programmed to kill a scientist who holds the fate of mankind in his hands. He fails and hides in a diner in the desert run by a woman who likes him. The people who sent him there after him, and so it's the local arm wrestling championship. I wish it was the Hoff. It is a Sergio Martino film again. Thank you, Jeff. And it's got a good bar fight scene, and that's it. Because it's nothing like it says it is. And Daniel Green is Paco Couric. But George Eastman's in it. A lot of Italians, and John Saxon's quite far down the list. I don't even remember him in it when I watched it. Then he's back again at Elm Street in time that better. Dream Warriors. But spoilers, he doesn't make it through this one. Fine, I'll find out how much I want. I bet it's a $5. Hassling me. Okay. Saxon and Williamson both picked up plenty of Italian checks. Yes, they did. Yeah, Near Darks are gone. Okay, right. So that's Hands of Nightmare on Elm Street. Then there was 1 episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, 1 episode of Hotel. He was in 32 episodes of Falcon Crest from 82 to 88. Yeah. It's the dog that got him killed. Yeah, £5 won on the lottery. There you go. No Vegas trip for us lads. Never mind. Right. Then we get the film actually one film he has directed, I should say. Zombie Death House. Or just Death House from 1988. A renegade federal agent uses a new drug to create an army of unbeatable warriors. Directed by John Saxon. Dennis Cole and yeah, I don't think he doesn't say he appears in this one, so he directed. According to John Saxon, he enthusiastically offered to direct the film if he agreed to also to star in it. After the initial director withdrew from the project at the last minute, unfortunately, the producers imposed more car chases and gore than the script asked for, and Saxon later admitted he did not really get a chance to make a film according to his own vision. I can't. Yeah, all the money went into the poster, I'm guessing. But that's Death House. But yes, 3 is the best sequel, or is it? We got another one coming up. I thought this was a film, but it's rough post. Yes. Oh, Death House is free on YouTube. It probably a lot of these films probably are as well. Tunnels, which has the name Criminal Act as it also. It's either called Criminal Act or Tunnels. 2 investigative reporters track down reports of giant rats in the city sewer system. Directed by Mark Byers. It's got Catherine Bach, Charlene Dallas, Nicholas Guest, John Saxon. But that's all we know about it. A low budget misfire, apparently. And then back to horror. Actually, he did Criminal Acts and Tunnels is at 89, and then he's done. I'm going to say 2 horrors in 89. Let's have a look at the first. It's a comedy. My Mom's a Werewolf. I remember watching this. It's not very good, but so we're into 89 already. After being bitten by a mysterious pet shop owner, housewife Leslie begins her gruesome transformation into a werewolf. Her only hope is her young daughter Jennifer, who races against time to stop Leslie from turning into an animal for good. Directed by Michael Fisher. So John Saxon he's the pet shop owner, I think. So yeah, he's a werewolf as well. Spoilers. I think like most things, he's the best thing in it. Oh, I've seen Werewolf It's Pooh. Yes, it's not great. Should have been fun. I think that's a sequel, but unrelated. Then we get to the other beach horror film he's in. Nightmare Beach. Another great poster. Oh, Susan Blakely might have been. Oh, I missed it now. Sorry. So this is either James Justice or Umberto Lenzi picture. After the execution of motorcycle gang leader convicted for murder, a helmeted biker goes on a killing spree during spring break in Florida. Don't get many werewolf things movies. Well, just my mate. Sybil Danning. Yeah, Jack Daniels wasn't a good idea. I was trying to be hard, man, but not working. So this has got Nicholas de Toth, Sarah Buxton, but yes, Daniel Saxon as Chief Striker. Michael Parks is in it. Wonder who the killer is. Right. Buffy D is in it as Kimberly's third client. Does it say why it's... Umberto Lenzi originally hired to direct, but had a falling out with the producer just as production started, and he wanted to take on the film. He said story was too similar to an earlier film, Seven Blooded Stained Orchids of 1972. And decided before shooting began this name would not be on the screen. Screenwriter Harry Kilpatrick, also known as James Justice, was given the job as directing and received director sole credit. This one's pretty good. Yeah. It is a Jello American slasher, Italian slasher type thing. Yeah. It's probably free on YouTube, but it's pretty good, I remember. I think, doesn't he kill people with electrocuting them with the special jumper cables off his bike? Nightmare Beach, the Beach of Terror. There you go. Oh, I see that. Yes. I didn't realize I had a foreign title poster. Thank you, Thomas. Saxon does play the cop. Yes, he does. Right. We've only got a few. I say a few more. I'll stop at 96, but that's about another hour. Right, crack on. I think there's a lot of TV movies coming up, I hope. So yeah, Ray Bradbury theater episode. Then he did this, The Last Samurai. It's got Lance Henriksen in it. And it's got Harun, where he plays Harun al-Kahim. Following the trial of a samurai ancestor, two Japanese businessmen on a quest for spiritual fulfillment arrive in Africa with a group of tourists, only to get kidnapped by the local guerrilla leader. A tough mercenary must rescue them, from director Paul Meyersberg. But yeah, Lance Henriksen plays Johnny Congo. Of course he does. But Lisa Albacher is in it. But apart from that, I know nothing about it. Timu Last Samurai, yes. Should be. We've got to get to Dust Till Dawn, yes. So then we get to Aftershock with my mate Matthias Hughes is in this one. But I don't think I've watched this one. This is we're into the 90s with Last Samurai in this. 1990. An alien visits Earth during World War III, learns English by absorbing a dictionary, and meets good and bad Earthlings, directed by Frank Harris. So James Liu is Mr. James. John Saxon's Oliver Quinn. Russ Tamlin's in it. Matthias Hughes. Michael Berryman. Richard Lynch is in it. Bob Schott's in it, but he's got a picture of Matthias Hughes, I think, as his thing around. I think, yeah, that's about all she wrote about this one. I'll do. I will do the 2017 his last work, but we'll just not look it up because I shall see. Yeah, can't remember. I think I have seen it actually, but I don't remember a damn thing about it. World War III's been pending for 50 years. This next one's an interesting one because we get to low budget horrors, even lower budget than he's used to. Blood Salvage, or what's it called? It's called something else as well, as usual. When I looked it up, that's what I'm saying now. Twisted, bloody pop-ups, right? Twisted tale about a crazy preaching redneck named Jake who kidnaps people off the highway and performs sick medical experiments on them. He then proceeds to sell their organs on the black market to Mr. Stone. Everything is fine until he kidnaps the handicapped April and finds she is harder to control than the others. Directed by Tucker Johnson. So yeah, you have to go down the list to find John Saxon. But yeah, that's about it. Evander Hollofield's in it as a boxer. But it could be good. It did have a different name. Hang on a second. Mad Jake was the other name. That it came up. Right. So, bloody hell. Still in 1990. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films in 90 he did. So this is The Final Alliance. Now, is that the Hoff? I haven't looked it up yet, but this is at least it's got the same name. It is Hasselhoff. Drifter and his pet Puma stands against a motorcycle gang in small American town. This is one for me and Ben. David Hasselhoff, Bo Hopkins, John Saxon, Jeannie Moore. But yeah, John Saxon's called Ghost. I don't know if he is a ghost or he's called Ghost. The last of 3 films to be shot virtually in tandem with a short-lived international media exchange. There you go. He does look like Jared Leto. He does. Right. Don't Hasselhoff though. Yes. Let's have a look at the next one. Crossing the Line. You can see the level we're going for now. This is the last film of his 1990s. A rich kid with a fondness for fast bikes is blamed for a motorcycle accident to put his best friend in a coma, from Gary Graver. So that's Rick Hurst on the cover. Paul L. Smith. Vernon Wells, my mate Vernon Wells, is in this. There's Steve Sinclair. John Saxon's Jack Hagan. He's down the list a little bit, so probably not that much in it. Very little known about this film. Small American Town Movies came with Bo Hopkins. I think that was the law, wasn't it? Oh, but available on Laserdisc. What, Crossing the Line? The cover is pretentious. The Gleaming of the Cube with Bikes. I think is exactly how it was probably advertised. All right, so 1 episode of Monsters in 91, 1 episode of Matlock. Matlock in 91. Then we get, I think, is it an alien film? let's see, it's called The Arrival here, and it's called The Unwelcome there, of course. There's a different thing. From the director of The Seduction and Puppet Master. I do like Puppet Master, the film. Sorry, Puppet. Is it Puppet? I don't know. Maybe it's Puppet Masters. So this is David Schmolier, an old man who has been near a fallen meteor, starts to get younger and younger with a terrible thirst for blood. And that is not... John Saxon plays Agent Mills. And that is about it for people that I know. No, that's about it. Yes, which Puppet Master? Yes, I was thinking that. I was like, Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland's a good one. The Puppet Master franchise is not. It is the Puppet Master franchise. So he did do directed Tourist Trap and Spanking Lessons. I think there's one for the Rodent. He did bloody hell. He's another one that he did the first Puppet Master in '89. There you go. Then this, and that is came back for Puppet Master Blitzkrieg Massacre later on. Right, that will give you all right. That's about a poster than that last one. I've never heard of it either. But who heard of Deadly Conspiracy with Wings Hauser? Finally, the team up you've been waiting for. So he did Payoff in 1991, which is a TV movie. Blackmail in 1991, which is a TV movie. In the Heat of the Night TV show, one episode. Lucky Luke, a TV episode where he was the Man in Black. And then this is also known as Frame Up 2, The Cover-Up. So he's obviously not in the first one. The bank president of a small California town isn't quite the upstanding citizen he appears to be. He's a corrupt killer who just got kidnapped the wife and daughter of the local sheriff, directed by Paul Leader. So Margot Hemingway's in this, Cold Hauser's in this, Wings Hauser's in this, John Saxon as Charles Siraj in this, Francis Fisher's in this, that sounds familiar, from the Unforgiven. I think that's about it for interesting stuff about this one. There is Daughter, Wife, Town, Male Rear Nudity, second part. Yeah, completed in 92, released in 96. Oh, not a fan of this one. Is that this film, Deadly Conspiracy? Half decent cast in Deadly Conspiracy, but I've never heard of it exactly. In relation to Mariel Hemingway, yes, if I said it right. That's it. She was in. Oh, she's the mum in Titanic, of course. Right. So yes, then he's on to Genghis Khan, the story of a lifetime, a TV movie. Maximum Force, is that what I have here? It is. There we go. Maximum Force with Mickey Rooney and Richard Lynch. But who is this sexy couple and the bloke? This one looks right up my alley. 3 determined cops are recruited to take down a notorious crime lord from Joseph Merry. I should have fucking guessed. Sam Jones that's Flash Gordon on the right, and Sherry Rose on the left. Jason Lively from European Vacation, Night of the Creeps is in this. Richard Lynch, Mickey Rooney, John Saxon's Captain Fuller. Sonny Landham's in this as a pimp. And that is it, I think. Sherry Rose, you'll remember her from such films as Me and Will, Unlawful Entry as the Girl in the Jeep, Black Scorpion 2, Aftershock, and Black Scorpion 1, where she is the Aftershock. And the Bang Bang Brokers. Hang on. Let's see if there's actually anything I do actually. The Nurse, Spreadsheet Diaries. Ooh, she's got a type. Unlawful Entry, I mentioned that one. Final Judgment. Karate Cop, episode of The Flash. She's in Married with Children as Mandy. She's in No Retreat 903. But yeah. Right, there's that. Van Damme must have... yeah. That's a Clint Squeeze. He did have a type. Maximum Force is what I think. We've had 900 movies, yes. That is true. So that is, and you know, so this one gets interesting. So we saw, what did we see? The Mirrored Images 2 last night with Shannon Weary, but Saxon was in Animal Instincts. I think we watched Animal Instincts 2, or did we watch Animal Instincts 1? I can't remember. They all merge into one. But his name in this one is Otto Van Horn, of course it is. Cop videotapes his wife having various sex encounters to spruce up their marriage. However, they soon land in hot water when a mobster learns of their marital activities from Gregory Dark. So this one's got Shannon Weary, Maxwell Caulfield, Jan Michael Vincent, Mitch Gaylord, David Carradine, and John Saxon, which I've seen this, but can never tell you what he did in this. This was Shannon Weary's first nudity and sex scenes. But God bless her. Oh, sorry. Yes, there are ankles on show. Sorry, but yes, Shannon's Weary's. Unfortunately, this is all downhill. I think mostly. Right. So check this one out. The Hellmaster. So he's Professor Jones. Oh, Professor Jones. A psychotic college professor uses unwitting students as laboratory rats, injecting them with a drug that mutates them into gory killers. From Douglas Schlues. And of course, John Saxon is that professor. And I can't see anyone I know. The film was shot in an active mental institution. Yeah, John has to be over Hollywood at this point. Oh, David emerged of Living Dead frame. But there is cult film, slasher, splatter, female nudity, co-eds, if you are interested. Who is this? David emerge. Oh, I see. Yeah, he was Stephen from Dawn of the Dead. That's case 2 in this. I see it now. There's not a very good picture of him. Because there's a picture of the three of them from right. Let's see. I think let's have a look. It's the baby doll murders with the psycho from fucking hell. The film I can't remember. Anyway, first power. Young women murdered in LA, baby dolls left at the crime scene. Ex-con suspected, but charges detective with harassment after pushback. Suspended cop discovers victims were patients of a Beverly Hills doctor. From Paul leader. Jeff Cobra, you got John Saxon as John Mugler, so I don't know if he's the good guy or the bad guy. Who else is in this? Lots of ladies. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, my video shop had none of these. Didn't even have Animal Instincts, Max and Force. I don't think. Probably the closest they'd have is going back. They wouldn't even have Nightmare Beach or Mum's a Werewolf. So Saxon has phases: westerns, kung fu, horror, filth. It's actually they rented only tiny videos. Right. Let's have a look. Who's next? It's No Escape, No Return. Is that Michael Nouri from The Hidden? Two cops go undercover to infiltrate a violent drug ring and are in for a shock when they find out who's running it. Charles T. Kanganas directed it. So Maxwell Caulfield again. John Saxon's James Mitchell. Michael Nouri there on the cover, but it's quite... Joey Travolta's in it. That's about it. I can't see much about this. Violence, martial arts, explosion, car chase, karate. Released theatrically in India is the trivia. So that's the best bit of trivia about it. Then he's in 3 episodes of Murder, She Wrote from 84 to 94. There's 3 different characters. Then we get to this sad times. No retreat, no surrender. Exactly. Beverly Cop 3. It was always a pleasure seeing him when he turned up, but even in stuff like this. On the trail of a man who murdered his boss, Axel Foley returns to Los Angeles, where he uncovers criminal conspiracy in the heart of the Wonder World theme park. And the chat's, reacting. This one's got Joey Travolta in it as well, directed by John Landis. Who's Joey? I don't know. Joey Travolta's Gio Latione. It must be at the beginning. Rick Avery, my mate. Man Rick Avery. The late great Gilbert R. Hill as Captain Todd. But yeah, I think so. I've John Saxon isn't even on the main page for this one. So let's carry on. Oh, I like the new. Mostly liked the new Beverly Hills Cop. It did sag in the middle. Right, Jonathan. Oh, John needed a holiday. Yes, Jonathan Del Griorsi. Back to the Italian Westerns in 1994. Jonathan with the Bears. Thank you. So Franco Nero. Ooh. Right, a young boy witnesses his parents' murder. Later, as he grows up, he befriends a bear in the wilderness and the chief of the local Indian tribe, and he stays with the Indians. But he makes an enemy of the chief's son. As he enters adulthood, he sets out to find the man responsible for his parents' death. From Enzo G. Castellari again. There's Franco Nero and John Saxon headlining with Floyd Red Crow Westerman as Chief Tawanaka. David Hess is in this. Rodrigo Auberjon from the Sidaris films is in this. That's about it. Good reviews. Marketed as Kyoba 2, the violent breed in some European countries. Oh, very late spaghetti western. Okay. Shot in Russia. That's you. Definitely an al dente, but yeah. Yeah. It's not a Django film, but they probably did market it as that somewhere. Right, we're nearly done. Because we have we got one more film before his return as himself. The Killing Obsession. Okay, thank you. Right. Killing Obsession in 94. Deranged psychopath recently released from prison sets out to search of Annie, the 11-year-old daughter of the woman he murdered 20 years earlier. By Paul Leader. John Savage is the headliner. John Saxon second with. That's about it. Why do I know Jennifer Rhodes? Once he started, he just couldn't stop. Right. Yes. It's not Yondu. I thought it was, but it's not. Then we get to his final Elm Street appearance as himself, though. So, yes, New Nightmare. John Saxon. It is clever. I like that bit where he's John Saxon talking to Nancy, Heather, and then he changes into his character from Elm Street, dressed as the show. So, demonic force has chosen Freddy Krueger as his portal into the real world. Can Heather Langenkamp play part of Nancy one last time and trap the evil in trying to enter our world? But yes, everyone knows this one. Yeah. It's only a small part, but it's a good one. I'll start my new comments now. Okay, go for it. I would like this one, but I see issues. Yeah, I like this one until the ending. That doesn't get me. So then he did 4 episodes of Melrose Place. He did the Elizabeth Taylor story as Richard Brooks in 95. Then we get more police stuff. That kid was, Mika Hughes was great. Mike likes this one too. But then, we got Meg Foster. I think, this is The Killers Within. Robert Carradine, the late great. Another Paul Leder film. But man, fucking pop-ups. I do not need all-nighter waterproof makeup setting spray matte finish. Again. Right. A man must track down the reasons behind his brother's mysterious death and uncovers a secret neo-Nazi group headed by a powerful congressman. So it's got Robert Carradine, Meg Foster, John Saxon, Mike Farrell as the congressman. That's Jennifer Rhodes again. Political thriller, conspiracy thriller. Fred Main's final screen appearance. All right. Yeah, it's all right. Quality cover. Meg Foster's eye in the center of the post, yeah, looking right at you, judging you. She does look possessed. Yeah. Everyone's thinking the same tonight. Right. Let's have a look. Then he did a short called Non-Stop Pyramid Action. Right. Then we'll get to the final one I'm doing properly. Yeah, and I didn't think this would take so long. 2.5 hours. Right. Luckily I'm off tomorrow. So From Dusk to Dawn, where he's FBI agent Stanley Chase. I think he's only in the beginning, is it? Well, of course he is, yeah. But yeah, very small part for this one. Then he did Kung Fu, The Legend Continues. Then, I'll just press play now. We get Lancelot, Guardian of Time. Someone mentioned that earlier. Wollstonecraft. The episode of California 97. Then he's got The Party Crashers in 98. Something called, it's called Criminal Minds and Bottom Feeders in 98. Then in 99 he did Joseph's Gifts. Then Final Payback in 2001 with Grieco and Corbin Bernstein. TV movie Living in Fear in 2001. Seduced by a Thief, which is also called Night Class, which has got who else is in there? Ron Perlman, Sean Young. Oh, that's Sean Young on the front. There you go. Then we got Out of Time, which is also known as Out of Time. Then we get The Road Home, which is also known as The Picture and the Pinup. Then you got episode of CSI he was in. Then you got a short called Sally's Girlfriend. Then The Craving Heart in 2006. I'm guessing probably people have never even heard of these, not known see them. Adrian's Meds in it. But lovely ladies. Right. Then we get to Trapped Ashes, which is 5 Tales of Terror from Sean Cunningham, Joe Dante, John Gator, Monty Hellman, and Ken Russell. Never even heard of this one. But then there's an episode of Masters of Horrors he did. Then God's Ears, which has John Saxon and Tim Thomason, and yeah. Then Old Dogs, but not the Travolta one, which I had the original poster for. It's got this one. Which is a retirement home, I'm guessing. Then we got a TV movie called War Wolves. Then there's The Mercy Man in 2009. Next one looks interesting. 2010s. Bring Me the Head of Lance Henriksen. Short called Roger. Oh, 2 more, and then we're done. Oh, so The Dentos. Sorry, it's a short, and then the final one is Extra with Tyrone Power Jr. So we'll have a quick look at this. This is 2017, his last film. They are just bad at this point. I'm going to get to his awards in a second, but yeah, this is directed by Mike Donoghue. John Saxon's high up on the list. But it's got a very bad boy movie star. Derek Stone books himself as an extra as a pank. When he arrives on set, no one recognizes him as Derek Stone. They just think he looks like Derek Stone. Finding new friends and a love interest in Mary, the wardrobe assistant, he begins living a double identity as Dick, Derek, and Joe, the extra. Events collide and comedy ensues. And yes, I didn't see him as himself in anything. But yeah, he does. He did a lot of Comic Cons and stuff like that. He has 8 wins and 2 nominations in awards. We'll do that and head out. He did need a Lifetime Achievement, but Golden Globes nominated for The Appaloosa in 67 and won for Most Promising Newcomer, as someone said a minute ago. I was watching, I missed it. For the Happy Feeling. Oh, hang on, we've got a quick interview at the end. It's only a few minutes. The Best Supporting Actor for God's Ears in 2008 and Most Promising Male Star in 1957. Winner for Appaloosa. Best Supporting Actor for The Craving Heart It's like when I looked at Eric Roberts' stuff, he's won loads of awards for modern stuff I've never even heard of. Nominee for Best Supporting Actor for Craving Heart. And God's Ears won a prize at the New Media Film Festival and Best Actor for Old Dogs. That was from the Beverly Hills Shorts Festival. Right, let's have some Bobby, and then we'll have a good night.
John Saxon, since we were around the Sheraton Universal Pool this time last year...
Was it earlier in the year or about the same time?
Oh, I don't know. I think roughly the same time. But at any rate, the big excitement in your life is that you will have your first baby.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Just home. I'm going to take him home, put him in the pool in a little while.
Yes, and how old is he now?
5.5 months.
Now, were you terribly nervous?
Yes, I was nervous because my wife and I, she did it the Lamaze method, natural childbirth without anesthetics. So there's a particular kind of procedure and approach. And we had it all planned for a certain way, but then when her labor began, it didn't follow any pattern. It happened, and within about an hour and a half, she had the baby. So all our plans and all our things that we had packed and everything, we were rushing to get out of the house to get to the hospital on time, and I forgot all the things that I, set up and planned to take with us, all the paraphernalia that we were going to use through a long labor that we expected. Nothing. We got there, and the doctor arrived just in time, and the baby was born a few minutes later.
But she didn't have to have any anesthetic.
No, she didn't have any anesthetic. And I took a camera, took some photographs. I was very nervous. Yeah, I was excited,
Pictures are a little fuzzy, are they?
No, somehow they came out sharp. I can't figure it out. I won't take any pictures as good again.
Now, did you actually witness the birth of your son?
Yes, I was there. That's part of the
I still have nightmares.
natural childbirth procedure. You stand by and kind of coach, and you see that she continues a kind of relaxation and breathing to minimize any kind of unnecessary contractions, unnecessary tenseness, so that it happens easy.
Do you think if your wife were going to have another child that she would have it the same way, natural childbirth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She's become quite an advocate and trying to convince others to do the same.
Has she also gone along with La Leche League, the breastfeeding?
Well, she breastfed for a while. Yeah. What was it
This
called?
is what we
La
want to hear.
Leche.
La leche.
La leche, is the Spanish for milk. Yes.
Yeah, she breastfed for a while, but not now.
Has that ever been an episode on the doctor's
breastfeeding?
natural childbirth? To go back to that.
No, I don't think so. It hasn't, and I'm just kind of thinking in my own mind if it would work. I don't know. It's been on a lot of television. It's had a lot of coverage in national magazines, television, things like that. I don't know if it's sort of been overplayed from that standpoint.
Another thing that has happened to you since we talked last summer was that I understand you have formed your own production company.
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, I have, and Marianne, my wife, wrote a script, which is now being done. We're not producing it exactly, but the script is part of our production company, so we kind of participate in the production of it. She wrote a script about a sort of a rodeo circumstance, but really a love story. And, we hope to do other things in the future.
Now, is this the avenue that you would like to proceed down, John, that of production?
I tell you, I don't know. I change my mind a lot. I guess so. I'm trying to really decide what I most want to do. And I guess it is in the area of producing or, I don't know, I like acting. I just got through doing a play in Chicago. I was in Chicago for 3 months. Just got back, as a matter of fact. And I enjoyed that a lot. And there's so many, I'm pulled in different directions, one of which is to produce and maybe eventually direct someday.
Do you still have the same enthusiasm for Dr. Ted Stewart in The Bold Ones?
Yes, in a different way. When you begin 3 seasons, you're sort of more accustomed to many things about what you're doing, the character, the role, the people that you play with. So it's easier, it's smoother, but there's a lot of fun involved yet. In fact, more.
Are there any major changes contemplated for this year?
Well, they tell me that we're going to get into stories that have a lot more to do with the personal life of the doctors of ourselves, you know? I suppose that'll mean a fiancé or any number of girlfriends and other things.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. And John, the best of luck to you, and thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you.
So there we go. Just rewind it a bit. Just a bit. There we go. Let's say not that picture of him. The late great legend that it is. John Saxon, with his very varied career. So many genres. But thanks for everyone for joining me tonight. But yes, everyone in the chat is correct. All right, so take care. Yes, rest in peace, John Saxon. I think it was 6 years ago we lost him. But he seemed, everyone seemed to like him and not a bad word said about him. So yes. So I thought I'd start doing these highlighting of character actors again because I lost track of that. I think I'll do George Kennedy next. He's always good fun. Thank you. It's always interesting to learn about stuff we've missed, and unfortunately it did mean I watched that Sean Connery film, but good night, Jeff. And Bobby, yes, she's probably passed away as well. Thank you, Ian. All right, so tomorrow night, Batman. I've given a name to my pain. Right. See you for that with Stephen tomorrow night. Good night, Mike. Good night, chaps. Indeed, for Zooks. There he is. Hang on, let's get rid of me. Where can I go? Just out of the way. That's it. Get out of the way, you. But yeah. Take care. Sleep well. The Batman. All right. And I'll end with this, I guess.
Batman. The critics call it spectacular, says Gannett Newspapers. Gene Shalit says Jack Nicholson is colossal. CBS TV says it's a terrific time at the movies. And Rolling Stone magazine declares it a triumph. You can't take your eyes off it. Who are you? I'm Batman. Critics rave Batman could be the movie of the decade. Rated PG-13. Now playing.